How's it going, guys? Alex here, and welcome back to another Dokkan Battle video. And today we are going to be making the best possible hero team. And it's actually pretty straightforward because there is an optimal 6, maybe even 7. Obviously, you can only have 6 on the team currently, but one of those units are interchangeable, or 2 rather. So let's go ahead and jump straight into it. And I am going to say straight off the bat, to the surprise of some people, the best lead that you can run is Trunks. And if you have the optimal 6 units, a double Trunks lead is actually the optimal lead for this team, if that makes any sense. But you can run a Vegito Blue / Trunks lead, or if you want more key and you don't have the optimal 6, you can run a double Vegito Blue lead, which obviously does allow you to launch your super attack more often because you have more key. But as I said before, if you have the optimal 6, you will be able to run this team perfectly fine, which you will see in a moment, because the links will hopefully pop up. So let's go ahead and grab Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, and I didn't click on him. Super Vegito, where you at? I'm always blind when I'm picking these up. Super Vegito, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, STR, obviously gonna go ahead and grab Gogeta, and we are missing one. Vegito Blue, of course. Vegito Blue. Okay, so this is pretty much the optimal 6, but as I said earlier, there is an interchangeable spot, and that is Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, which I'll go over in a moment. But some of you guys are probably thinking, wait, isn't there going to be a lack of links? But keep in mind, Trunks is self-sufficient, so he most likely won't have a problem at all. Obviously, you are starting on 2 key the majority of the time, and there may be a few situations where you linked up with Gotenks, and obviously they don't share any links, but at the same time, he is self-sufficient. He is going to link with at least one of your other units. He has prepared for battle in Golden Warrior. He also has prepared for battle, if I'm not mistaken. So basically, all of these units share a lot of links, especially these 4 right here: Super Vegito, Gotenks, Gogeta, and Vegito Blue share a lot of links. For example, these guys have prepared for battle, Over in a Flash, and Fused Fighter, and then we have Over in a Flash and Fused Fighter here, and then we have Fused Fighter here. So Gotenks is probably the weak link here, but keep in mind, you obviously don't want to get his 12 key super attack, which is perfect. So keep in mind that with a double Trunks lead, you're going to be starting on 2 key. He has Over in a Flash, which is pretty damn common on this team. Gotenks, Gogeta, Vegito Blue, and Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken have it. So if you put him in the middle, for example, he's going to be on what, 8 key, which means that you only need an additional 3 key to get his 11 key super attack off. Like normally, if you want to run a Vegito Blue / Trunks lead or a double Vegito Blue lead, Gotenks will struggle to get that 11 key off because of the Over the Flash units in the team, because you're most likely going to be linked with one at least once, and that obviously does make it a lot harder to get that 11 key. But with a double Trunks lead or a Vegito Blue Trunks lead, it makes it so much easier to optimize all of these units. And keep in mind that you get a 140% stat boost with a double Trunks lead, whereas with a Vegito Blue lead you would only get 100. So that additional 40% is pretty huge. Honestly, you can even go for the 120 with a Trunks Vegito Blue lead. So yeah, I mean, I'll pretty much explain the team. This can blitz through a lot of the event. All of these units hit extremely hard. The unit that doesn't hit as hard is probably Super Vegito at this point. Yeah, I'd say so. Obviously, he doesn't get an attack boost, but he still hits, like, despite him not getting an attack boost, he still hits pretty damn hard. He hits for like 250k, maybe even more, depends. And keep in mind that he can counter, so he could potentially be one of the hardest hitters on this team, but it does depend on the amount of counters that he gets. But now moving on to the interchangeable unit, and that is Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. He obviously does have that restriction. As of yet, his restriction does not run out on any event, but you can make a debate for Golden Frieza. D3, big shout out to him. He told me that it runs out on the last stage where he doesn't attack you. So the stage where he basically blows the planet up, and by that point it's basically irrelevant. And I'm pretty sure the other argument was Merge and Master. Of course, yeah, Merge and Master, because it's actually a pretty tough event with a mono AGL team. But I am rambling on here. Let's go ahead and pick this guy. So Vegeta, Super Blue Vegeta is actually a really good unit. He debuffs extreme types of villains. He hits consistently hard. I think he hits for around 400 to 200, 450k, which is pretty damn huge. I think he hits for around Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, so they hit exactly the same, let's just say that, even with the boosts that Vegeta gets, simply because Vegeta has a 12 key multiplier of 140%, whereas Goku has a 12 key multiplier of 150%, so it basically rounds out to about the same amount of damage, but Goku does have better links, but he does have that turn restriction, and if the spike in difficulty is going to happen, which it seems so, Vegeta may be more useful in certain events because he doesn't have a turn restriction, he can debuff, so honestly it's up to you guys which one you want to use. I know a lot of people prefer Vegeta just simply because he can consistently hit hard and you don't really have to worry about him running out of his passive. But at the same time, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken is definitely one of the units that help this team run because of his incredible link set. But I'm going to point this out, if you don't have Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, and keep in mind, I literally just said this, he has the most versatile link set in the game, with another really good unit. Where you at? And if he gets a Dokkan in the future, I know I have a hard on for this guy, even though that may sound a bit weird, but Super Saiyan God Goku and Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken have the most versatile link set in the game. They all have Over and Flash, well they both have Over and Flash, Shocking Speed and Prepared for Battle, which they share with Gotenks, Vegito, Super Gogeta, Vegito Blue, Trunks. So if you're lacking Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken and you need a unit with versatile links, Super Saiyan God Goku is a really good unit for that. And if he ever gets a Dokkan in the future, he will most likely be given Fierce Battle, and he's just going to be even more of a beast. And keep in mind, he actually does hit pretty damn hard himself. He gets a 75% attack boost when performing a super attack. His 12 key multiplier is 140%, which is actually pretty damn good. So if he ever gets a Dokkan, that will most likely go up to 150, then maybe 145. It depends on how they're feeling, to be honest. But they are being pretty generous with their 12 key multipliers. And keep in mind, now this guy Ambiris almost destroyed the universe. Okay, I know the Elder Kai sometimes overreacts, but those guys were just completely destroying everything. But yeah, I actually just thought of this. If you guys want me to go more into 12 key multipliers and how damage calculations work in the future, do let me know in the comment section down below. But I've pretty much covered the best teams that you can make. I'm going to quickly get these two back just to round things off. Just grab him and Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. So this is pretty much the optimal team, your optimal 5 units, and these two are interchangeable. Okay, like these units are optimal as well. The majority of the time you are going to be taking Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken, in my opinion, but you can switch the two. You can definitely be switching the two, and this is a pretty damn good team. And believe it or not, the number one spot, like the team that takes the number one spot now between villains and heroes, is actually debatable. Believe it or not, and I may go into depth later on if you guys want me to on the best teams in Dokkan Battle. But that is it, guys. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I addressed the SSR analysis videos earlier, so if you want to go ahead and check that video out, I will leave it linked at the end of this one. I'll basically talk about the feedback that I received on my most recent SSR analysis videos, and I hope to make some changes in the future, so if you want to see a more in-depth version, then go ahead and check that out. But I hope you all have a great day. I hope you found this video useful. I hope you can make a beast hero team, because heroes are hella fun to use. But I hope you all have a great day, and I will catch you guys in the next one.